I'm going to tell you 3 simple hacks or 3 simple steps to get rid of each and every addiction in your life, and they are going to work 100% guaranteed. But before I tell you about those hacks, I need to make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel, because this video is going to be really helpful for you. And before we get into these hacks or steps, I need you to understand about dopamine, because this whole thing is revolving around only one thing, which is dopamine. Whenever you do anything which gives you pleasure, your brain releases dopamine. And there is 2 types of dopamine releases, which are healthy release of dopamine and unhealthy release of dopamine. And these addictions like social media scrolling, unhealthy food eating, they all revolve around dopamine, and they all cause unhealthy release of dopamine. Now, what do you mean by unhealthy release of dopamine? Let me explain that to you. So what's happening is your dopamine is surging a lot and then falling down below the bottom line, which causes instant pleasure, but it is wrong for you and it is bad for you in the long term. But then what is healthy dopamine release? For example, when you go to the gym, when you run, or when you do anything which improves you and you know that it's good for you, the brain releases dopamine again, but this time the dopamine release is not that high. It's pretty average, but that remains on for a longer period of time. So basically, in unhealthy dopamine release, your brain is releasing a higher amount for a very short period of time, and after that it's going below the bottom line. And in healthy release of dopamine, your brain is producing average amounts of dopamine, but it's going on for a longer period of time and it doesn't fall below the bottom line. Now that you know how it works, let's straight dive into the 3 hacks / 3 steps I'm going to tell you, so that you do not get addicted and you can overcome all your addictions. The first very simple hack is reduce your screen time. We can all agree that all of us, or most of us, we waste a lot of time on our phone screens and all other electronic devices. And to reduce that, I've got 2 simple steps for you. First, turn on screen time on your phone and set the limit to 3 hours max, so that you can't use it that much, and it will remind you that you have already used it for 3 hours today, and 3 hours is a very healthy amount to use your phone. And the second step is even more important and even more interesting, because second step is to turn on the grayscale mode in iPhone, because what that does is, after you turn it on, all you will see will be in black and white. But how does it matter? Let me explain that to you. So when you turn on grayscale mode, you are actually watching everything in black and white. But what that does to your brain is, our brain is affected a lot by bright colors. So basically, if you see everything in black and white, you won't find it that attractive anymore. You can even test it by yourself. Go to your iPhone and turn on grayscale mode now, and then try watching reels. I guarantee you won't even pass the 15-minute timeline, because it will be boring and not that pleasurable suddenly. And by following these 2 steps, you will successfully reduce your screen time to under 3 hours every single day within a week. The second step, and a very important step, is start building good habits. I know it sounds cliche, but believe it or not, habit building plays a very vital role and a very big role in improving yourself and breaking free from addictions, because the time you are wasting in your addictions and those dopamine surges now will be replaced by the time you are building habits. For example, you don't need to do the 16-step morning routine, or you don't need to inculcate a very big habit routine. Just follow a simple step. Inculcate one singular good habit in your daily routine, and after you inculcate it, you need to make sure that it stays for at least 3 weeks, because in 3 weeks you will get habitual of that habit, and suddenly you will realize that one good habit, a lot of other good habits have also started coming into your life. And the main reason for that is what we call the popcorn effect. The popcorn effect basically is that when you cook popcorn, it doesn't pop at first, but after a bit of time, the first popcorn pops, and after that the second one pops immediately after. Then all of them start popping within a very small amount of time. And that's what's going to happen to you when you start following one good habit. You can also understand this by, like, bad attracts bad, good attracts good. It's simply the same way. When you start following a good habit like running 5 kilometers a day, you'll start getting attracted to doing gym. You will start getting attracted to making money or improving yourself. And this popcorn effect is also referred to as the compound effect by a lot of people. And I would also like to recommend you 2 books on habit building, which are, I feel, one of the greatest books. So first one is Atomic Habits by James Clear, and the second book is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I hope I pronounced that right. But it doesn't matter. Those 2 books are elite in the habit building niche. So you need to follow those books, and they are actually like really good books. The last and third vital step is, after you followed both of the above steps, you need to start finding the purpose of your life. I know it sounds cliche again, but believe me, if you start habit building, then you'll break free from all addictions. And after that, to make sure they don't come back, you need to find purpose in life. The reason you need to find purpose in life is actually because without a purpose in life, you will go to random places. Because the biggest contributor to mindless scrolling, to mindless unhealthy eating, is not having a purpose in life. Because if you don't have a purpose in life, you won't know what to do with your time, you won't know what to do in your life. Basically, when you don't have a purpose in life, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where your life is leading to and where you are heading towards. And that's the biggest contributor to addictions. Because you have a lot of time, you don't know what to do with it, you don't know what you want in life. So the simple answer for your brain is dopamine rush, and that's why you're inclined to unhealthy eating and shitty lifestyle and everything else. Believe me, I've been addicted to things in my life as well, but after following these 3 steps and using those steps for the last 8 or 9 months, I've been using these, I have literally changed my life, because now I'm happier, I'm healthier, and I'm doing better in life basically. Now I have told you all these steps, and now I want you to go and inculcate these steps in your life so that you can break free from every single addiction and live the best life you ever can. Like the video if you found it valuable, and subscribe if you really want to become the best version of yourself, and comment down below if you like this video and if this video helped you in any way. I'll meet you next time, and remember that we are all in this together. Tata, see you, bye bye.